What's good, beautiful people? Today I posed a simple question of the whole point of being in any relationship. What's love? What is love? How do you know when you experiencing that, right? I guess it's a super relative question because that depends on what you deem love. But I think a bigger key is there's a lot of us out here who, depending on traumas and past situations and experiences, some of us got to be honest with ourselves and realize we wouldn't know love or recognize it or acknowledge it if it was standing right in front of us because of whatever our choices are in regards to it mentally. I've been on this platform before saying I'm jaded by certain aspects of things, and I am. But I would like to say I believe I got a chance to at least experience that raw love. You know, even if it's that teeny bopper love where you just heads over heels and infatuated, really, but you get your first gist of it. You know what I'm saying? I think nowadays it's really hard to determine what's love and what's not, and who's being genuine about it. You can have people that rock with you. You can have people that got love for you, but they don't love you. They don't love you enough to let you be free, or without judgment, or without presumption, or just without any of the things that come with that conditional. Now, granted, you can't expect a motherfucker to love you unconditionally, like early. That love is acquired over time. But I think some of the easiest indicators is just first and foremost is if the person is just letting you be you. You know what I'm saying? They may be paying attention or trying to learn, but they love you enough for you to let you try to be you. They're not trying to change you. They won't put any parameters or boundaries on what you deem growth is. They'll try to learn you before they become presumptive about any behavior or anything like that. And then they will work off of more facts than feelings. Those are just my opinions. And outside of the gesture stuff, the intimacy, a lot of people think intimacy is just being on each other, stuff like that. Intimacy is in the communication. It's the level of communication. You know somebody love you when they're able to be vulnerable with you and tell you about their shortcomings and their faults, and they'll know or could expect that you wouldn't judge them or become presumptive based off of those things that they shared with you. To me, that's love. Yeah, you do each other gestures, the food, the gifts, the bills, and here and there. But I don't think that completely defines what love is. I mean, we see many unhappy people who have the money to purchase everything. That doesn't mean he or she loves you. Um, we see it the opposite way too. We see a bunch of people who are there emotionally and intimacy, but they may not be in love. We've seen people, we know what society is. We've seen people be married for 30 years and fake it and wake up and one day and not be in love, or people who fake it to be in love. And, you know what I'm saying? So I pose a question to everybody: what is love, and what are the indicators that somebody truly loves you? What is it expectancies from love? Like, what do y'all expect when you love somebody? What do you think is an expectation? If someone loves you, what do you expect? Everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own love language and way they operate. But I feel like when you're dealing with intimacy and relationships, it's a couple pillars that are common and all across the board. There's trust, love, communication, understanding, the room to grow, whatever you deem a pillar. It's a couple of them that are constant, though. They are constants. And, you know, when you're dealing in love, you know what I'm saying? Um, your judgment can get clouded, or it can get fuzzy based off of other things that may be protruding in the relationship or in the situation more than the others. But when you really boil it down, when you think about a relationship, when you think about long term, when you think about someone that you're at peace with, that you would like to make you happy, you know, how do you deem that they love you? Or somebody who tells you, they love you, how do you deem that? Yes, the actions and all that, but what actions deem love to you? What actions would you do to show that you love somebody? Would you change your whole being? Would you reevaluate your boundaries and your limitations? Would you go above and beyond to maybe prove, a trustworthiness or, a vulnerability factor with their feelings? You know, how would you address being love and giving love? I need y'all to let me know. Drop a comment, like, share, subscribe. It's a little Sunday night vibe right here. You know what I'm saying? Got the double chin popping. I'm probably gonna post this shit. This is really just supposed to be a rough draft, but I'm thinking about posting just this. It's authentic. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just sitting here thinking and venting. And it's like, I asked I asked this person I knew last week, like, what is love? Like, what's love? And, they were actually kind of stumped when I posed that question and gave those same examples that I was telling you guys about. What's love? Love is relative, we know that. But, what deems love? Because you do X, Y, and Z, does that mean you really love me? You know what I'm saying? Because I do X, Y, and Z, do I love you? Because I say X, Y, and Z, do I love you? Is it a combination? Is it some deeds? Is it longevity? What deems love? What relative characteristics make you guys feel like you're loved or as if you're in the process of loving someone? What do y'all do? It's a word that you hear all the time, man. I got love for you. Oh, that's my nigga. I got love for them. Oh, I got wild love for them. They love me. Oh, this person love me. Oh, no, that's my boo. I love them. That's my bae. But what is love, really? Not on your cliche, what is love? No, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt. No. I'm just saying, what really is love? What do you need out here to deem that you love somebody or you're in love? What makes you know? What indicates to you that it's love? And, what makes it genuine? What makes it true? And, don't get confused. You can develop love, but not all love is meant to last. Some love is conditional, some love is situational. So how do you know when it's real love? I need y'all to drop them comments below. I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe. It's been another episode of TheLoDown with your boy Pablo. Shout out to all my sponsors. Hemi, Unknown, In the Cut, Cuts by D, Lane King. Let's really appreciate you fellas. If y'all got an opinion, DM it when I drop it on the socials. Or go right to the YouTube and subscribe and get it in. Let me know. What is this thing called love? What are we doing with this shit? Is it real? Is it some shit that everybody just used? Some cliche shit? How many of y'all know what it really is or how to give it? How many of y'all know how to receive it or how to identify it when y'all see it? Some of y'all missing out on shit because you can't identify it or acknowledge it. Shit, I've missed out on shit probably because I couldn't identify or acknowledge it, or wasn't right in some approaches in my relativity to defining what I thought love was or is. So, it's an everlasting battle. What is it? How do you know it's real? How do you know it's for you? How do you know how to give it, or if what you're giving off is even the right version of love for that person? Y'all gotta let me know. What is love?